Good evening to everyone. I welcome Dr. Motilal, Professor Head of the Department, to give the welcome address.
So good evening to all. This is Dr. T. Motilal, Professor and Head of Automobile Department, KCG College of Technology. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to welcome Mr. Sivarama Krishna Kumar and a warm welcome to all the participants for this webinar. It's a privilege to introduce today's speaker. Sivarama Krishna Kumar is currently working as a project leader in Johnson Electric, Chennai. He is a Six Sigma Green Belt holder. He is a certified solar engineer. He has won rupees 1 lakh award from IEDC and DSTC for project XORF, that is a solar aided portable refrigerator. He is aspiring an entrepreneur. He is the founder for Forces and founder and president for Farmer Friendly Initiative. This is the trust working for the welfare and social initiative for farmers. His area of interest are digital manufacturing, project management, and sustainable manufacturing. I request all the participants to post your queries in QA section relevant to today's topic. We'll provide the feedback link to the registered mail ID to all the participants. Please give the feedback after the session. Your e-certificate will be posted within 1 or 2 days through your registered mail ID. Participants are requested to attend the complete session. I hope all the participants have joined the webinar through your full name. If not, please rename correctly. Thanks in advance for your cooperation. Now I invite Mr. Sivarama Krishna Kumar to take over the session.
Hello, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. My voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much again for this opportunity, sir. And actually, this is my 9th webinar session in this lockdown. Thanks to the lockdown for giving such an opportunities. It is pleasure to interact with the young budding engineers. Who today, almost only the pre-final year students are there, or almost final year students also there.
So most of them are faculty. Almost 60 to 70% are faculty, and 40% remaining 40% will be students.
MBA students.
No, engineering students.
Engineering students. Okay. They are of mixed or first year, second year, everyone is mixed?
It's a mixer. It's from different domain also. Okay.
Okay. I just want to know the pulse so that I can make it accordingly. Okay, sir. Let me share my presentation now. Yes, sir. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Industry 4.0 is a very big topic, and it's also a hot topic today because it's a big transition for every industries we are going to take over, and many challenges also there. So in that Industry 4.0, I'm focusing on sustainable manufacturing, opportunities for the sustainable manufacturing. Uh, Here is a short agenda of what topics I have covered. It's just an introduction, definition, and how industry evoluted and sustainable manufacturing evolution and opportunities in macro and micro perspective. Also some challenges for this Industry 4.0 and some principal technologies for this 4.0 also I have addressed here. Yeah, this is the Industry 4.0. First, what the number 4 denotes is this is the fourth revolution or evolution the industry has taken. So what are the before 3 is the first one in an industry is mechanization, the water power and steam power using utilization of water and steam power, and the mechanization started. And the second one is the mass production assembly line with the power of electricity. And third one is the computer and automations. And now fourth with CPS. You can also note down this term CPS, which means cyber physical system. So this transition, compelling that it is called Industry 4.0, that occurred in manufacturing. Yeah. Uh, why this Industry 4.0 is a very popular topic? Because its influence on the manufacturing. It's creating a smart environment in the manufacturing process, and it is focused on creating intelligent product process and procedures, which we call it as 3P in our manufacturing language. So as I said before, the first this is with the machines and utilization of machine, and second for the mass production, and third employing automation, and the third is cyber physical system, which means the picture machine to machine talking. By book, what is the definition given for Industry 4.0 is an approach to control production process by providing real-time synchronization of flows, enabling unitary and customized production. This is the definition given by book. General, the concept enabling manufacturing with the elements of tactical intelligence using advanced IoT, cloud, and big data technology. There are also, whenever there is a good technology, there is also a disruption, which we call it as technological disruption. That Industry 4.0 is driven by 5 disruptions, which is nothing but the astonishing rise in the data volumes. You see, in now current manufacturing sector, the volume of data handling has gone huge level between the machine and the processes. And next, the emergence of analytics, how well we analyze those data. Then business intelligence capabilities and AR. AR, we call it as augmented reality, and advanced robotics. And this is the, actually it is a book, 5 clusters for industrial revolution. What are the 5 clusters that impact on industrial revolution is economy, business, national global relation, the society, an individual, and result of individual. We have the 6th one called interhuman connection. And this is how the industry contributed from 18th century to the mid of 21st century. What are the technological progress we have? And you can see the 4th industrial revolution with the smart and connected production systems. What are the main objectives for the industry 4.0 will be short time to market. Let me have some interactive session. Can anyone say what is needed for an automotive company in its product launch?
Sir, the participants can't able to unmute, sir. Most of them through chatting section they are message.
Yes, sir. No problem. That's fine.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Can anyone say what's needed for an OEM? Okay, before to that, can anyone say, can anyone name some of the OEM car manufacturers in Tamil Nadu or India?
Tamil Nadu is Hyundai, sir. It's from Chennai.
Yes. Hyundai.
Ford,
Yeah,
Nissan,
Ford,
yeah, Ford,
BMW also is
Lucas.
there.
yes.
Sir, all the participants are muted actually.
Nissan is named as no issues.
Sir, Ramakrishna, sir.
Yeah. We have very quick, yes. We have very quick answers for the OEM, but this question to be asked very clearly, what is needed for these OEMs in its product launch? Let me answer. It is Speed to the market. Please note down this key terms. Speed to the market. Why? Because you can see the lineup of Maruti and Hyundai, which is a successful OEMs in India. Swift, Swift Desire, Baleno, Ignis, like that. One product to another product, they have very good speed. Whereas if you take a successful OEM outside India, Renault, Nissan is not as good as Maruti or Hyundai, even though they have a 10 years of uh, 10 years of milestone in India. My voice is low. Speaking very close to the mic only. Even though Renault Nissan has a 10 years of impact in India, they have 4 cars, namely Terrano, Duster, Pulse, Micra. Whereas Maruti, the speed means not the system adapting to the technology, the speed to the market. How well you develop a product, you design a product, you process the product and sell the product. I'll be back to the presentation. That is the first item we discussed. Shorten time to the market.
Sir,
Next one is
Shivaram sir, sorry to
sir.
interrupt you. Shivaram sir,
No problem, sir.
sir, actually
Yes, sir,
voice
no
is
problem. Yes.
breaking. Voice is breaking. There's a, it's audible now. It's not audible. Okay.
Now, am I clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, in the Zoom, it shows green mark only in my voice. Yeah.
Okay, sir, you go ahead.
Yeah. I'm back to the presentation. This is how what we discussed now, the shorten time to the market. And next is the increase in the flexibility. If you have 10 products, you cannot have 10 product line or manufacturing line for those products. So which means that I do an investment, I have 2 lines, 2 manufacturing lines, and in this 2 manufacturing lines, based on the customer demand, I use 10 type of products. I produce 10 type of products. How? It's by the flexibility. Efficiency. Definitely the efficiency is needed, which is the energy and the resource efficiency. Please take note down of these technologies. These are the principal and basic supporting technologies for Industry 4.0. First one is big data, which we told the number of volumes of data to be processed. And next we have IoT. IoT is Internet of Things. This is needed because we need a real-time synchronization and flow. This real-time and synchronization is possible by IoT. Next, we have the AR and rapid prototyping and blockchain. What is the framework for Industry 4.0? How it is framed? It is by the connection and collaboration with the data analytics as core capability with the 3 main sectors. The first one is digitization and integration of vertical and horizontal value chains. For a company to perform, to conduct, to progress, we have number of vertical and horizontal value chains, which is to be integrated and digitized. This digitization of product and service offers to be evolved, and which is possible by a innovative digital business models. A 9 to 5 office cannot be suitable for this kind of transition. So that should be a smart office. And this innovative digital business models helps to create such an environment. Can anyone name what is this? You can just type in it chat. Hope the image and my voice is clear. Can anyone name what is this? What is this? This one and now. Actually, everything is used to grain the grains and make it as a flour. Nothing but a flour mill, not hydropower plant. So flour mill. This is how industry is evoluted. 18, 2017 to today. I have two live presentations to be shared with you all. One of my, I work for Johnson Electric India, where Johnson Electric Mexico and Sweden have completely Industry 4.0 office, where one of my manager is a supervisor for the production line, used to operate the line, complete line through his smartphone provided by the company. That is the level of complexity we have in Industry 4.0. Now we come to the evolution of sustainable manufacturing, and what is the reason for this evolution is the prevention of pollution at the source is the needed for this current situation and generation of environment. For many years, the main environmental focus with regards to manufacturing was only pollution abatement, which means, yes, we produce goods, we produce cars, we pollute the environment, and after that we treat the pollutants getting into the environment. But now the attention has shifted to cleaner production and pollution prevention. There are many opportunities for cost savings and other financial benefits for the companies also with cleaner production. And this gives us the opportunity for sustainable manufacturing. The current globalization is faced by a challenge to meet continuously growing worldwide demand for capital goods. Also, it is simultaneously ensure the sustainable evolvement of human existence in social, environmental, and economical dimensions. The paradigm industry 4.0 will be a step forward towards more sustainable industrial value creation. And thus we have macro and micro perspective of sustainable manufacturing, which is explained in the forthcoming slides. This is the macro perspective of 4.0, how well the industry is connected. Nothing but to manufacture a product, we need the raw material, and the raw material to be brought to the place which manufactures the goods. And this sector is the raw material acquisition. And next, we use the services and manufactures the good. The goods then being bought by the consumers and goes to the end of life. And the end of life, it is again comes to the scrap and goes as a raw material, and again the chain is followed. This is what explained in this slide, where the consumer, the energy and water supply is also connected within the model. Next, we have the micro perspective. There we saw a overall picture, but now here we have the material flow from the supplier to the supplier to the for the manufacturer, the OE or tier 1 to the consumer. How the inbound and outbound logistics helps here, and what are the value chain activities we have. So basically, these many sectors or these many activities resulted as for the evaluation of cyber physical systems to handle the large amount of data and process the goods and real time of synchronization. The macro perspective opportunities in SM. SM is sustainable manufacturing. Industry 4.0 newly evolving business models are highly driven using smart data for offering new services. This development must be exploited and anchored with the new sustainable business models. The sustainable business models significantly create positive or reduce the negative impacts for the environmental. They can even fundamentally contribute to solving an environmental or social problem too. Additionally, sustainable business models are necessarily characterized by competitiveness on the longer run. The cross-linking value creation networks in Industry 4.0 offers a new opportunity for realizing closed-loop product life cycles and industry symbiosis. To avoid waste, can anyone say what is Muda? Muda hunting in industry? What is Muda? Muda hunting in industry? Just if you know, you can type it in the chat. Muda. Muda means waste. Yes, Muda hunting. It is to eliminate the waste. There are 7 types of waste. Why I told this because when your process is open loop or if there is any cross linkage which is not connected properly, that will result in the waste. So in industry 4.0, everything goes as a closed loop. So the closed loop product life cycles in industry symbiosis will result in low waste. The 4.0 industry 4.0 transition allows efficient coordination of the product, material, energy and water flows throughout the product life cycles between different factories. So closed loop product life cycles helps keep in this with the multiple use phases and remanufacturing or reuse in between. Now we see the perspective. The manufacturing equipments in factories are the capital good with a long use of phase up to 20 or more years. Once you buy a machine or you set up a factory, those resources exist for 20 plus years. And with this 4.0, there is a possibility for retrofitting and cost efficient way of upgrading the existing manufacturing equipment with the sensors and actuator systems. This prevents to control the overcome of the heterogeneity equipment in factories. So thus, we don't need to have a huge capital investment. We can have modifications to the 4.0 environment and which helps to reduce the waste. We have a number of contributors for this 4.0 manufacturing opportunities to sustainability. First will be the humans. The humans will be the organizers for the value creation. 3 different sustainable approaches can be used for coping with the social challenge. First one is to increase the training efficiency of the workers with the new ICT technologies like virtual reality, with mounted displays. Next, to increase the intrinsic motivation and foster the creativity by establishing new CPS approach in the work organization. So the third thing is that to increase the extrinsic motivation by implementing individual incentive systems for the workers. So these are the items that humans contribute for the Am I audible and clear? I'm using my headset only. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir, audible, but a little bit loud.
Actually, I'm very close to the mic, sir.
Okay, okay. Now it's okay, sir.
Yeah. These are the contributions for the humans. And next, by the organization. A sustainable oriented decentralized organization in a smart factory focus on the efficient allocation of product, material, energy and water. If you have a centralized systems, you need to take a decision at each and every phase of a process. So which you result in more number of phase. But when you have a smart factory which is decentralized, the decisions are quick and the process and the products also efficient, which reduces the waste. This concept towards a holistic resource efficiency is described as one of the essential advantage in Industry 4.0. We saw humans, we saw organization, and now the process. The sustainable design of process addresses the holistic resource efficiency. Again, we will be speaking about how well we utilize the resources. And this is possible by designing appropriate manufacturing process chains or using new technologies such as internally cooled tools. Next, we have the product. And process focus mainly on the realization of closed loop cycles by enabling the reuse and remanufacturing of specific. The different approaches also focus on designing for the well-being of concepts can be supported by the application of identification systems or by applying new additional services to the product for achieving higher level of well-being for the customer. So when we go till human organization and the process, we talk about the situation of the environment within ourselves, our perimeter. Whereas when we go for the product, we speak mainly about the consumer. And this is a very important nutshell. What are the technological pillars? As the professors and also the engineers who come out in the 21st century, it is very important to know about these 9 principal technologies: autonomous robots, simulation, horizontal and vertical system integration, industrial IoT, IoT is the Internet of Things, cyber security, the cloud, which is the cloud computing and cloud data, additive manufacturing, augmented reality, and big data analytics. So what is the scope of sustainable manufacturing here is in manufacturing technologies we have in product life cycles, in value creation networks and global manufacturing impacts. And when we cross-link the Industry 4.0 and SM, which we saw the business models, value creation network, equipment, human factors, organization of the factories, SM process and product development. The sustainability dynamic models just gives the direct effect on environmental dimensions, social, economical dimensions, indirect effects on environmental and social dimensions. Just a brief about the components technologies. The students can have a note on this. They can also try to do their mini project on these technologies if possible, like big data, cloud computing, IoT. These are the visions are adopted worldwide for the industry 4.0. Next comes the autonomous robots, augmented reality, cyber security, system integration, and additive manufacturing. Yeah, again, we have a small QA. Can anyone name what is the India in manufacturing of two-wheeler? The world largest two-wheeler manufacturing. India. No, I'm not asking about the company. India's position in the world in two-wheeler. Yes. Second, India is the second largest producer of two-wheelers. And if you go to tractor, India is the first largest producer in the tractor. Can you name any tractor companies in India? Mahindra, John Deere, Tafe. Yeah, Sonalika, correct. Yes. We'll be back to the presentation again. And here we have India is the largest tractor manufacturer, second largest bus and two-wheeler, fifth largest heavy truck, and eighth largest commercial vehicle, and sixth largest manufacturer of cars. Yes. We speak about industry 4.0, we speak about principal technologies, everything is right. Also government's role, yes, and especially specifically for automobile, the current government has provided number of principles, schemes, eco-friendly cars. They also motivation the plan 2016 to 20. They are 26. Next, the national electric mobility mission 2020, and FAME is a very important strategy which is discussed worldwide how India has adopted CHIC plan in 2015 for the growth trend in automobile. We go to the challenges for successful implementation of Industry 4.0. We have 6 to 8. First thing will be the economic benefits are unclear. People look it as it is a additional expenditure and they not realized on the economical benefits to that expenditure. Next, we have efficient qualifications. The current employees are unskilled or not skilled in these technologies. There are also lack of standards, regulation, and forms of certifications. Can someone name what is the certification we go for automotive? Automotive producers should go for this certification. Can anyone name it? Normally, for every process, we have ISO. Not able to hear. Actually, my network is good, and also I am close to the mic. Hello, now, now.
Yes, sir. Now it's okay, sir.
Yeah.
But sometimes the slides also not share. Charts.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
we have ISO certification. Like that, we have a special certification for automobile. It is called as IATF.
Sir, sorry, sir. Can you share your screen, sir? Actually, it's not visible.
Yes, I didn't present. I will do it now.
Okay. And also some.
Which we earlier had TS1. Like that, for Industry 4.0, we don't have form of certifications or bodies. There are also many unresolved questions concerning the data security, because where we go completely to the internet and the cloud, so whether the data will be secured, so those kind of questions also there. And there are also lack of prioritization by the top management, and there is a insufficient network stability and data backup. And here is the Industry 4.0 capabilities, how it is developed across 5 dimensions and 4 stages. Any industry will be of this 5 dimensions only, and this digital 4.0 capabilities will go through these dimensions by through this 4 phases, 4 stages: the business models and the product, market, value chain, compliance, the legal, organization, and culture. And the 4 phases are digital novice, first vertical integration and horizontal collaboration, and next is the digital champion. With this, I close the presentation for today. Let's we go for a Q&A session. Some theory topics I didn't go completely. I will share this presentation. You can go through, and you can also write back in case of any resources needed or yeah. I have provided my mail ID also. Let me share this content with the professor. So any questions you can just type in the chat, and let me answer as much as possible. And this is a completely
Sir, already there are 4 questions in the QA section.
yeah. No, speed is being speed to the market. Speed means speed to the market. Launch of the product. That is the speed to the market. Uh, what city required by the industry after entering 4.0? considering the cybersecurity, is Industry 4.0 beneficial for small startups? Actually, if you are a startup, the scale considering the is defined for this startup is different. When it is a startup, they are innovative solution. So then it may have a beneficial or it may not have a beneficial in the economical aspects. Whereas if you say for industry, a large scale and medium scale industries have must have a cyber security of level 3. A level 3 cyber security is nothing but a firewall system with the basic antivirus, also hacking preventing system level 3. So a small upgradation to from level 3 to 4 is enough for this industry 4.0. Explained. I will share the PPT also. What is the role of sustainable manufacturing? Actually, it is not a role. Automotive industries should bound to the sustainable manufacturing. Considering the environmental changes and environmental impact we have, we need to shift to this sustainable manufacturing. Big data alone will not be used to get a purely automated company. We have number of technologies and process to be followed. Big data just give us the data. Next, we will do data analytics, and this data analytics will be fed to a machine or a computer, and that computer or a machine process and make it the automation. Industry 4.0 is not fully automatic. It is a semi-automatic. Advances, I take it as advantage. Advantage of Industry 4.0 is that you have a real-time product, low waste, speed to the market, efficiency is high compared to a normal industry setup. The utilization of the resources from human to the product or a raw material is effective in case of Industry 4.0. I hope I answered all the questions. Anything is missed out? Cloud data storage for self-sustainable cloud data, yes, just item. Hacking kind of activity is there, but as I said, with the cyber security level of 3, it is not possible. Hacking kind of Muda hunting is nothing but elimination of waste in each and every process. Muda means waste. Muda hunting means elimination of the Muda waste in each and every process. Muda means elimination of the hacking is possible, whereas it is that industry will not be supervised with the what you have. It is specifically designed and allotted for that. So in that case, there is no any such cyber attack is not possible. questions, or can I show one kind of smart office? Can I present it?
Yes, sir. You can go ahead.
Yeah. CPS is called as cyber physical system. Or can I show the machine one kind of smart office to machine? Okay. To continue the Q&A, I will present the yeah. We will continue the Q&A. I will present the yeah. This is my company Johnson Electric. This is a benzene plant where we have 146 production lines and 140 are manual production line. So we have all kind of this stuff, manufacturing boards. We just changed to make it as a digital world. How, why, first is to use the people mindset. Next, from paper to it is nothing but to continue the Q&A. I will present the
Sorry, sir.
this is a 140 or manual. This focus on the paper-free office.
Sir,
Sir, it's
just
not
now only
audible.
your
Yes, sir.
just now only your presentation is
Started, sir.
In both, we just first is to use the paper-free office. Okay, sorry. Now.
yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
can you
sir.
see,
We
sir?
can able to see.
Yeah.
So can you explain
Our office has a
once again, sir?
146. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sorry. Our office has a one. This is our Poland office. In Poland, a place called Bedzin, where we have this plant, which has 146 production lines. And these production lines have all the data of the process, quality, and manufacturing data in the paper. We just decided to switch it to digital world, and how it is evaluated by changing the people mindset and change of paper to tool, the quality of data, and the improvement. And what is the hardware installed for all this is one software. The software is named as ELISA. One mini desktop with a touch monitor and one Wi-Fi card. And this is a person operating the touch panel, where one touch panel is for the line leader, maintenance, quality, whoever, all through the system placed in the entry of the line. And this is the cost. It's just around 728 euros, which you mean by around less than 1 lakh in our money. And what is the payback? The payback will be 5 months. But if you consider the time spent by engineers and managers and convert that time into money, the payback will be less than a month. And this is the before after photographs. All these papers, which will be updated on daily, weekly, and monthly, has now moved to real-time data. I'm just running through the slide. We have all the calculations done by the computer. You can see the access card here. She is the authorized person to operate this. She just punch her ID and the system opens and the data is being input. This is the production TV we kept for the operators. This is how morning meetings takes place. We call it as Gemba. Gemba is the shop floor workplace. Logistics once you enter the manufacturing industry, you see a number of challenges in the logistics. And now, with the help of digitization, completely it is automated. You can see the meter, you can see the status board here. If there is any shortage of any raw material, an alarm goes to the office and she input the number of parts to be sent to the respective line, say 500 numbers, 1000 numbers or something, and then operators send the part to the line. Thus helps in the decrease of inventory, which gives the cost benefits to the people. Traceability, you see, just with a scan, a barcode scanner, a product where where it is, when it came, all kind of data can be entered. Unknown. Big data. The people who asked the questions, how the big data is analyzed. These are nothing but the utilization of the machines you have, which we call it as OEE and OPE. And with this, all the data connected for the production, maintenance, logistics, safety, quality, just by one click, all the reports will be generated. And is nothing which gives to all the functions, logistics, maintenance, engineering, on the shop floor. These are for explanation for our intercompany. See about the quality analysis for every plant level, business unit, line, station, aspect level. We can do the quality analysis, calculate the PPM, do the Pareto chart. For maintenance, to create a database with the machines on the spares, and whenever there is a MTBF or any kind of failure downtime, this breakdown analysis is also done. For finance also, it gives input. So across all the functions, including the communication also, we take surveys also through that. And as I said before, this is the hardware. And thus, the smart is evolved in our Daimler Electric, Sweden. Yeah. Any other questions? Any other questions or any kind of doubts, you can always connect to me. It is also an interesting, and also it's basically main of theory, so I cannot make it as a practical or live session. So I considered whatever the key areas, and also this is made for students at a professor level. I apologize for that. Any other queries, you can post it. I'm ready to answer over here.
So some participants are asking your mail ID.
Can you text in the
Sivaram.
chat box, sir?
Sivaram, sir.
I did it now. I did it, sir.
Okay. speaker has posted this mail ID in the chat box. So all the participants, if you have any queries, you can note it down his mail ID. And the speaker has given his contact number also. If you are interested, you can contact him.
Yes, sure. I'm also welcoming any sort of a group of students Industry 4.0. We have many opportunities there. Government is providing more kind of funds for this seed fund. We call it as seed fund for this emerging technologies. Those opportunities you can use. Think about it. Rather to spend 5 to 10 for your project, how well it is government gives you money for the same.
Sure, sir.
Any other queries, you please write to my mail ID or also WhatsApp me. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Very good evening to everyone. It's my pleasure to give the vote of thanks. First, on behalf of Automobile Department, thanks to our management for giving opportunity to conduct today webinar. And my sincere thanks to Principal Dr. G. Prabhakaran sir, the Associate Dean Dr. Devisnati Madam, and Dr. T. Motilal, Professor, the head of the department, giving their continuous support to conduct this webinar. And on behalf of today participants, KSG College of Technology, very much thanks to a special resource person, Mr. Sivarama Krishnan Kumar, project lead, Johnson's Electric Private Limited. Sir, this session is very eye opener to the Industry 4.0, the importance of keeping up the market requirements and the paramount of OEM success. Also, for this implies that our students also should upgrade their skills in their sustainable development, which are required by the industries. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of today participants, KSG College of Technology, heartily thanks to today participants. We hope you enjoy this today's session. Only that the internal issues happen, so sorry for your inconvenience. We should be meet in our final webinar on June 10. Also for participants, we'll get feedback link before end of the today. And after receiving feedback, certificate will be issued in 1 or 2 days. So give us time to arrange all. And once again, thank you all the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all the participants and Sivarama Krishnan. Thank you, sir.